What I'm going to do is explain the main differences between the different sequences that we find in GCSE maths. Okay, so let's start off with the first one that's well known, and this is called arithmetic sequences. Okay, so arithmetic sequences is when the difference between each term is constant. So for example, it might be 3, it might be -2, it might be -25. It doesn't make a difference as long as it's constant. An example of this would be 17, 14, 11, 8, and 5. And as you can see, the difference between all of these is -3. Okay? And that is arithmetic sequences in a nutshell. The second one that we find ourselves working with is Fibonacci sequence. A Fibonacci sequence. This is when the difference between each term is not the same. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. But rather it's a combination of the two previous ones. So for example, this term is to get this term, you add the two terms in front of it. So for example, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 5, 3 plus 5 equals to 8. Okay, what's in between them is not the same. For example, this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, the difference between them is 2, the difference between them is 3, etc, etc, etc. But the main difference is that, you know, you basically add the two terms in front of it to make the next term. Lastly, we find one that comes up a lot is the quadratic sequences. So an example would be 2, 10, 22, 38, and 58. And the difference between each of them are constant. Sorry, the difference between each of them are not constant as well. So for example, 8, this is 12, this is 16, and this is 20. But the differences between the differences are the same. So 4, 4, and 4. Whenever you're tackling a sequence, first determine what the difference is between each of the terms to find out what you're working with, whether it's arithmetic, Fibonacci, or quadratic.